With 2 spaces complete, it's now time to move on to the kitchen, the most complicated space in the home.
So Bridget's coming back today and we're going to talk about the kitchen, which I'm excited about, but I'm also getting really nervous about our timeline.
Should we just stop at the 2 rooms? I mean, those look great, the dining room and the foyer.
No, they look so good, but it makes me realize that the kitchen is the selling point of the house, and so we've got to do it.
We spend so much time in there with the kids, so we should probably just bite the bullet and do the kitchen.
I know. Well, Bridget hasn't let us down yet.
She has not.
So I think it's going to work out.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Back again.
Hello, Bridget.
How you doing? Good
Welcome.
to see you.
Yeah, I'm glad you're back.
I know, ready for more.
Come on in.
So how about that dining room?
Oh my goodness, Bridget.
Absolutely blown away, seriously. Are we really going to tackle this though?
I know, and we have a lot to tackle here. Tell me your vision. I know this is the heart of the home. This is where your whole family is throughout the entire day. What do you see?
I think again, we kind of want to deep round this area and just make it just more current.
Well, I know I've been in talks with Steve, who is going to be working on this job with us on the cabinets. We have plans for a new island. And we also have plans to raise the cabinets and build a soffit.
What do you think that'll do for the space?
I feel like when you walk in, it's just going to make it look so much more current because the cabinets will look like a built-in to the ceiling.
We're not going to rip the cabinets out of here.
No, we're going to keep the cabinets. We're going to paint them a color that we all decide on. And I think the most important thing to update this whole kitchen is the island. Let's decide on the backsplash. I know that I showed you a few different choices that would look great in here and bring everything together. What did you think?
We just, for starters, wanted to get rid of this one because, I don't know, it reminds me of like a shower floor or something, or shower wall. And it's just bothered me for years. It's just got too much going on. We just kind of want to simplify and lighten it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think from the ones that you showed us, we really like the subway tile with the glaze and the matte. I really think that was our favorite.
And you know, Subway is classic, it's timeless, it never goes out of style. And the thing that I really loved about that sample is that the matte looks great with the limestone. The glossy gives it a little edge and modern.
So speaking of this, the hood, I know we want to keep this. This is a big investment, but what can we do to this to kind of maybe remove some of this or just sort of, I don't know, make it fit more with this new style?
Well, so I have a few ideas. One that I thought of is keep it as is, because I really feel like once we get all the paint colors, we get the new island, I don't know if this is going to be as Tuscan feeling as you think, but as a second option, I feel like we could sand this down and then we could have someone fill it with almost like a plaster or concrete, and then we have it tinted or painted and just make it flush. All right, guys, it's that time. I need to get started and I need you guys to get out.
Okay.
Okay, we trust you.
Okay, trust us. You've got a great team. Okay, Steve, it's great to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you.
I hope it's good.
It's all good. We are on the strictest deadline, and so we have got to get this going ASAP.
Okay.
So let's talk about the details. So I want to get your input, but one thing, when I'm doing a design rescue for resale, I don't want to gut the whole kitchen because we don't want to spend a fortune. We're trying to work within a budget. So there's things that I'd like to keep and things that I really think we need to get rid of. So I really want a new island.
So if the lead time, is it really quick or is it like?
It's really quick.
It's really quick. All
You
right.
have to make magic happen.
You know, I work with a lot of interior designers, homeowners, and things of that nature, but behind me is I actually have a custom shop. So we can talk about it, but because there's a custom shop, we can execute on a quicker lead time.
Okay,
It's
wonderful.
It's gonna be some qualifying of what we have to do.
Right.
But I know that I can do it, and for him, I'll make it happen.
I definitely want to paint the cabinets with a satin finish. I like to always put a satin finish on cabinetry, and I feel like if we paint these white all around the perimeter, then it's going to lighten up this whole area. I feel like this up and down is dated, and I want it to look like one big built-in. They've picked this beautiful backsplash. And so it's a alternating matte and glossy. So we're going to run this the whole perimeter.
And the design on the island,
Yes.
is it transitioning to more modern, or is it?
It's more modern.
Okay.
And let's see how long this island is. Okay, it's right at solid slab size.
Okay.
I would love the island not to have a seam, if possible. If we can get one big piece of stone, this is all going to be counter height.
I think we can do it. We at this point just need to confirm our details.
Yes.
Because I would need to engineer this basically within the next couple of days to pull this off. Can you do it?
Good luck. Yes.
Okay.
I can get you the details if you can get me the work.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, I'm excited.
I know you mentioned you were looking for some stools.
Yeah.
So we have both 24 and 30-inch stools, and I'm not sure.
Yep.
Was it a counter or was it a bar
It's
you were
counter,
looking
so
for?
24.
So you'd want a 24-inch stool. And what you can do is just kind of preview some of our stools that we have here. And if you see anything, you know, like I think this stool here, the 1524, is a great stool. It's
Yeah.
classic, it's comfy. This happens to be a self-return swivel also. That adds a little bit of functionality.
So the image of it changes as you make these different selections?
Every time you click, it changes the image and it changes the numbers that we need as a company to build it to your specifications. So let's go with some coverings. Were there some particular finishes that you were kind of attracted to?
Anything in that gray.
Yeah, I love gray too.
Anything but brown, Pop.
No brown.
Brown.
Bridgett is against brown.
Yes.
So we selected oyster, and as you can see, you can zoom in, zoom out, so you really get some of the details of the finish. You know, that's what we focus on at Burmax. We focus on you being able to create your space that reflects your style and your particular favorite colors and patterns.
Now that Steve has been working on the kitchen changes, I need to get in there and make sure we are still on schedule. There is no room for error here. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Bridget.
How's it going?
It's going good.
Good to see you. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is impressive.
Right? It's kind of a new, simple, clean look, right?
I would say so, yes. I can't even believe all that's been done. Island gone, it already feels better. What are you thinking of this? Are we going to be able to chisel and fill it in? Are we going to apply metal and burnish it? I mean, I'm honestly scared to chisel at this.
This was not made in the 1500s. This is probably a piece
Applied.
that was applied.
Okay.
So once we start to hit it, we're going to find out really quick exactly what
What we
happens.
can do.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I
and
did-
we have some great painters that if we need some faux work or application.
If we have to, we make a template, we take it back, we can use a CNC, we can do it on site. I feel comfortable. My biggest fear is what's going to happen once we take it off.
We just finished the kitchen and Jenny and Jason are on their way. I cannot wait to show them this huge transformation. I'm so excited, and it has truly been the biggest design rescue. Come on in, guys. You're not gonna believe it.
Got to be kidding me.
What is this? Oh my, like, this is dramatic.
Amazing.
Look at this island. I just want to like hug it. I love this is so good. I love it.
I have to say, I feel like this has been the biggest transformation.
How did you do this? This is not the same cabinets,
I know,
are
I feel like I'm in a different house.
You are in a different house. The kitchen area had the most transformation. We painted the cabinets. The island looks like a piece of furniture. The kitchen now has a true built-in, finished, custom look. I mean, is this island not insane?
This is beautiful. I feel like everything is so much more open.
Doesn't
the
it?
kitchen seems bigger.
It's because of the soffits.
Oh,
You know, when you build the soffit and your cabinets go to the ceiling, it instantly feels grand.
It does.
It brings the
really
ceiling
makes
up.
a huge difference.
Love it.
Yes, and then this being all one level.
That is a
that's-
game
yeah.
changer.
Yeah, a 2-level island can be nice, but in this case, I feel like the 1 level, it just brings everyone around.
What kind of stone is this? It's beautiful.
This is a quartzite, solid surface stone, and we did a honed finish because honed is best with durability.
And I love this hardware, like such big chunky
Isn't it
hardware.
beautiful?
It's so
It's
awesome.
solid.
Look at the stools, babe.
Oh, they're perfect.
So now you're at counter height.
We designed those online. I think they came out just perfect.
They are great
Unbelievable.
here.
So how about this hood?
Is it the same one?
It is, and I have to say, this really worried me because we chiseled the appliques off because Jason hated them.
It was just so Tuscan.
They
It was
were
so
fine.
of the time.
We had to simplify it, and we did, and I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, and I love the tile.
I do too.
I love the tile.
Yeah,
It's
and it
great.
looks like they're not all glossy, right? Is there?
Well, they're matte and glossy. It's a ratio of half and half, and so I feel like the matte looks great with the hood. The glossy looks great with all these shiny finishes in here.
It's amazing. I think we're ready, don't you, babe?
Oh man, I'm ready to start cooking, start having people sitting at the bar. Thank you, Bridget.
Way to go, Bridge.
So great.
You are the best.
It's amazing.
This is
It is.
dramatic.
I'm
Thank
excited.
You.
You're so
You're
welcome.
the best.
Thank you.